Everybody loves cookies, so today you've decided that you're going to bake some. You pull out your handy-dandy gallon of milk only to realize that you need a meager 2 cups. Luckily you have a measuring cup, which makes things easy enough. But what if you didn't? What if you had to estimate how much milk to pour out of your gallon container? Would you know when to stop pouring? If you have a better memory than I do, perhaps you would, but I would never think of the fact that I simply have to pour 1/8 of my gallon into my cookies. This is a problem with the customary system of measurement. Not only is it hard to remember how to convert between different measurements, but the arithmetic required is much more difficult than that of the metric system. While this case simply might have led to a nasty batch of cookies, it's been the cause for rovers crashing into the surface of Mars, children getting the wrong dosage of medication, or miscalculations in the trade between foreign countries. If it's so obvious that the customary system is complicated, then why hasn't the US adopted the metric system as the primary system of measurement? Well, there are a couple of reasons. First of all, it's really confusing. For everyone to switch to the metric system from the customary system that we've known since the birth of our country, it would be near impossible to transition at a day. It would take a very long period of time, and we'd have to have people guiding us through the process, creating key goals and steps that we need to take in order to get this implemented. Furthermore, it'd be really expensive to change all of the road signs into kilometers per hour instead of miles per hour, to change the measurements on saws and all kinds of production equipment in mills and factories all over the world would be really expensive, and something we see every day, changing the labels on every packaged product that we buy daily. You go to the store and you buy a soda and you get it not in milliliters but in ounces. And so changing all of these things would take a long time and a lot of money to implement. And while these are really valid points, the use of the metric system is too important for these points to dismiss it altogether. There are several reasons that the US should change anyways. First of all, the metric system is used by 95% of the countries that the United States trades with. Furthermore, the customary system is extremely complicated. Eduardo Cazal, an MIT engineering professor, performed an experiment on his classes in which he tested their proficiency in the metric and customary systems. He showed very key results, and quite shocking results actually. As we look at this graph of the customary system, the area shaded in light blue shows the students and all of the respondents that were able to correctly use the customary system to convert between various measurements. It's only a meager 36% of the respondents. However, as we switch to the metric system, we see in this bright yellow area all of the students and respondents that answered correctly for conversions using the metric system. It changed from 36% to the customary system to 71% with the metric system. Furthermore, using the customary system kind of in conjunction with the metric system can lead to several problems. In September of 1999, the $125 million Mars Climate Orbiter was lost due to Lockheed Martin using the customary measurements in the programming the navigation systems. Furthermore, a mother gave her son 4 times the amount of medicine he was supposed to be taking, twice a day for a month. He was supposed to take 3/4 of a milliliter, but was taking 3/4 of a teaspoon because the bottle was labeled incorrectly. The doctor, after hearing this, said that the boy was likely to survive at all. Furthermore, the Gimli glider was an Air Canada 767 jet that ran out of fuel midway between Montreal and Edmonton due to clerical errors caused by the confusion between the imperial and metric systems in Canada. While this isn't in the US, it's the same concept. Luckily, the Gimli glider gets its name because the pilot was able to glide it to safety without anyone being harmed. Last, businesses and scientists will benefit, and therefore the country will benefit as a whole. Businesses that export to foreign nations are currently being forced into creating 2 different products for the US and the other nations that they export to. As such, they're running 2 separate production lines for these different products, and it's causing exponential amounts of money. If they could simply combine them into one production line, they'd save tons on any factors of production, and then therefore they'd be able to export more and make more money. Also, scientists all over the world use the metric system. It allows for easier purchase of scientific tools, to help spread innovation in the U.S. The more that science is available to students or adults, anyone, it provides for an educated society and a more innovative society. America was the birthplace of innovation. People flock here by the millions to take part in their own personal American dream. However, day after day, we begin to fall behind other countries for several various reasons. Let's not let something as silly as an instrument of measurement be another shackle on the possibility of American progress. Thank you. Wasn't as good as the first.